quite unfortunate to tell you, I am not the Wolf King. I'm actually one of the newest creepypasta hunters, as I go by a nickname that I kind of chose myself, Laughing Jack Jr. And if you know the creepypasta, then that kind of thing with that. Anyway, I'm just filling in this intro for Wolf King, as he got the whole creepypasta down first, but then he kind of passed out on the couch after doing Blue's Clues video. So I have to take over his intro for a minute, but I'm telling you, he will be back up and better again. Now, from looking at this, it seems as if he was going to turn this into a two-parter or three-parter, so he will be back at some point to do those. But without further ado, let's get this last episode done.
I've always loved Cartoon Network when I was growing up. It was my favourite channel to watch. Even today it has some good shows, like Adventure Time and regular shows. One of the newest shows on the network, The Amazing World of Gumball, is a cute and mildly entertaining show, not really my cup of tea. It's a little immature, little brother seems to like it a lot. One day I was watching Adult Swim when I realised that I had been up so late that I hadn't even kept track of the time. It was already 4 AM. I don't recall ever watch as they ate this. Yes, so I stayed awake to see what would happen when it ended. Little bumper showed up at the bottom of the screen during a commercial break. It said that a special episode of The Amazing World of Gumball was about to come on. I was a little confused about an episode of a very popular new show coming on early. But I was bored and decided I would watch it, thinking it might come on later in the day so I could spoil it for my brother. Sort of, I know. The flashy and energetic intro being played, although it was played a little differently than I recalled. The music was a little different. The show's logo wasn't animated. Its colours were done rather sloppy, as well as almost like something a little kid could do on a doodle board or a glow board. I ignored it, assuming that it was done just for this episode. The title of the episode was The Grieveing. A sort of sad title, but I didn't pay really much attention to it. It began in Gumball, the show's 12-year-old protagonist, standing alone facing the corner of a dimly lit classroom. He looked absolutely miserable, a far cry from the cheerful demeanor he usually had. There was no one else in the room, not even his best friend, and a Dr. Brooke Darwin goldfish. And the windows in the classroom clearly showed the night sky outside. I was really starting to get confused. Why would he be at school at night? And why was he standing in the corner all sitting alone? After about what seemed like a minute, gun or standing openly in the corner, the scene suddenly changed. We're in Gumball's house once again. The scene is silent and a little disquieted. Richard, Gumball's enormous rabbit father, walks into the kitchen. He looked even more miserable than Gumball had previously. Richard isn't wearing his usual attire. He's dressed in a fancy black suit and a little uncharacteristic, and as he's usually a Scot, he sighs and slumps down onto the sofa and starts sobbing intensely, sounding like someone had just lost something important. I was starting to get a little creeped out. Where was the silly fun cartoon that I usually look forward to watching with my little brother? This was something completely different. I was beginning to think that this might have been something the creators did as an experiment or something, a test of the animation or sound perhaps, though it couldn't have been, aside from the opening theme, which was still different from the final shows. The episode had been much quieter than it usually was, only subtle sounds and very little music. The animation was not anything to write home about either. It was done a bit, it's like amateur flash newgrounds. Character designs were somewhat sloppy and rushed looking, and the real life backgrounds used for the show were different. Finally, after what seemed like hours, the sad season at their home ended as it shifted back to the school. We weren't in gumball classroom this time, we were in the principal's grounds office. Nicole and Richard were there in their usual clothes. They looked more normal and happy than they had before, but still slightly worried. Principal Brown, however, looked extremely sad. He quietly and solemnly informed them that their children, Annis and Darwin, were not present after lunch earlier that day. They hadn't been seen at all the rest of the day. Nicole was instantly furious at it. She began spouting various insults called at him I don't think would have made it on a more mature program, regular show. I was laughing at this because it seemed sort of funny for Nicole to flip out in this manner and start swearing like a sailor in a G-rated cartoon. But my outlook soon changed when Principal Brown told us something else after she finally quieted down. His eyes began to tear up as he informed them that they eventually were found, but they had not been found alive. He then went into graphic and nearly nauseating detail describing how their bodies were found. Their parents existed as a shock, could hardly believe what was happening. How could such a cheering and cartoon kids show be taken such a dark, arc and twisted turn? I was considering turning the television off, but I was too scared to be left in the dark by now. Nearly frozen with fear, disturbed intensely at the terrible things that he was saying. I know a flashback. The scene was earlier that day, and the animation in the scene was even worse than earlier. I don't remember it very clearly. I think he began his recollection by saying that his school had called the police department when they first turned up missing, believing the kids had simply ran off and decided to skip school. They said it was very uncharacteristic with both Darwin and Annis as to go skipping school like delinquents. Darwin was a bit naive and a bit ditzy, but he was a good kid. and he wouldn't ever dream of doing something like that. And Alice was even less likely to run away. She was a straight-A student, despite Ike's being only 4, which also troubled the police, seeing that such a boy young little girl was missing as well as an older boy.